Okay. Technology issues tonight, so I gotta do all of these things manually. I was spending a bunch of time, so we're late, haha, obviously, because I thought that the issue was maybe on my end. I was doing stuff trying to update my Stream Deck and test a bunch of things. There's basically this one guy or one team, whatever, that makes a bunch of different plugins that are very, very useful. They're not working right now. And so it turns out it's a known issue. I'm glad I joined their Discord and saw that it's like a reported thing they know about. A bunch of people are having issues with it. But for a while, I was just kind of on my lonesome struggling. So for the moment, I'm going to have to be just like manually muting things and kind of going old school. Let me test because... Nope, that muted stuff. Or not muted, that, okay, that button recorded. That turns that off. I guess my mic is maybe the hotkey from my mic is changed. Save replay is F9, that's F10. Technical issues in the big 2-5. We got Map and Yeet coming in with the 25. Appreciate you guys. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, so that's been my night. Just technical issues. So we're trying to deal with it. I'll keep an eye on that Discord as the night goes on and see if things are resolved, because obviously those things working make my life a heck of a lot easier. Yeah, so that was a good way to spend 30 minutes of my stream time tonight. Kinda eats into things, so I don't know, might have to shorten the warm-up tonight. Also going for that Discord color map. You'll be the third person. You'll be the third person to go for it, or at least to get it. Most people either I think don't care about Discord or just don't care to get that many points. I don't know. Because the Discord color is honestly like the only like real thing. I feel like. You know, most of the channel point rewards are memes, but the Discord color, that's a legit one. Alright, let's do these holiday ones, I guess. The Pumpkin Protocol. Okay, whatever. We'll use this as warm-up, and yeah, I mean, I guess we're still gonna play Truesome tonight. That's the plan. So we might just make this a shorter warm-up. Holy dark Batman. I mean, I guess that's to... I guess that's to fit the theme. I mean, I guess that's all they want us to do. I know that the black are the targets. That was not initially clear. Not gonna lie, I kind of thought just getting in the orange was the target. Apparently I keep hitting opens, so that's super fun. Hey, good evening, bot. Well, there's a close to at least switch it up. I framed it. Little bit left, little D-loft. Little bit left, little D-loft. Ah, of course this one I leave open. Okay, that's annoying. Let's just start it from the top. I didn't realize for the first couple swings that the... Like, what's... I get that it's to make it look like a pumpkin, but it's really misleading, the orange and white circles. Hey, what's going on, Raiders? How are you doing? What up, what up? Okay, so regular pitching wedge. Let's just start it from the top. Okay, suddenly it's long. Go for the middle one then, I guess? No? Okay. Put a little loft. Okay. Then if you go a little bit more to the left, you need a lot of bit of loft. And it's too much loft. You gotta get all 7 and 12 shots is the name of the game. I can't exactly say that triangle shapes are the most fun to hit, but I suppose it is what it is. New Rusty Meadows course. Was that the one that came out today? Or was that the one that came out last week? Either way, I think the answer is no, so I'm not sure why I'm clarifying. Well, let's just find out what distance we need here. Choke 9 is too long. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. I have literally just booted the game up. 93% is too short, Colby. That's why we don't go for partials. You're liking? Yeah, I mean, I think they do a decent job with the, just because they have way more flexibility doing their own courses. Okay, that's one. Hold it. Yeah, what up, young gat? Welcome back. We're just warming up with some challenges. Trying to get the holiday challenge stuff done. Had some technical issues to start. So that's always a fun way to start your day. Really sets you off on the right foot. So now I'm just like in that fun spot where I feel rushed to warm up. Makes it hard to get consistent because I feel like I need to play fast to get through the things. Hey, good day, Steve. Enjoying the Borderlands 4 Season 4? Yeah, I mean, for me, it's doesn't mean much to me, but I'm not surprised that there are people that enjoy it. I'm not a big cosmetics guy in general, and I'm also not a Borderlands guy. But I don't mind it. Why did that ding? I know it shouldn't have counted, but why did it ding like it was correct? Odd. Assets were free, that's probably the bottom line. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think that the casual gamer in general cares more about that stuff than, oh man, is my exact golf club in this. You know what I mean? And licensing wise, it's obviously significantly cheaper to just take other 2K products and cross promote. You already have licensing. If you have to modify any licensing, it's only a tiny bit. I shouldn't have tried to do the loft. Now I'm screwing things up. I should have just lofted it instead of trying to partial it. Fun. Game's been out 9 months. Development should be focused on the next game. Yeah, and I think that's definitely where they're at with it. I think that development's focused on the next game. You know, any extra money they can extract. And I think the biggest thing that they're probably building up towards is having DLC that people would want to buy. Right? What are ways that they can get people to want to buy the Clubhouse Pass, right? Because at some point, as has been the case with the last couple of these games, they've been the free PS Plus game for a month. And so I would imagine that at some point that's going to repeat and you want to get those people to get the game for free to still pay for something. What up, Biker Guy? Vandy, welcome back. Giant jack-o'-lantern face on the green? There is, indeed. $2K27 is going to have competition in the form of GTA 6, which is also a 2K product, for what it's worth. I lofted it and 98%ed it. Rip. Again? Freaking again? There we go. Ensure that we hit it too far. God. Darn it. Well, this challenge is awfully annoying. We're typically pretty good about precision, but apparently not right now. Because we're just trying to, you're trying to work this pitching wedge into, exact lofts and de-lofts on varying, slightly varying winds, and it's causing trouble. Why do I keep 98%ing it? Lovely. I should go for that one first. Should go for that one first. But yeah, I know they've gone the season pass route, which I think is probably just here to stay concept. But honestly, I don't know. Having more. I know this sounds this is gonna sound super cringy, but as far as monetization, like, I think you have to look at something like a Fortnite if you wanna do it in a way where people are gonna spend money, right? Like, they have the battle pass, but they also have, you know, the whole V-Bucks and buying skins, right? Like, this game is, oh, you buy a new hat or a new shirt or whatever. But people might like the masks and having the goofy characters. Like, yeah, I agree with the emotes and stuff. If you could have it where, like, after a hole, you have some sort of emote you can put in, like, you can do little sellies and stuff. Like, I do think that celebrations would be a selling point. Oh, come on. More immersive leaderboards, deter people that play them more and longer. Can monetize from different items. Yes and no. I mean, you get people playing more, but like, I'm the type of player that will play a ton and not spend an extra $1 on the game. The amount that someone plays does not necessarily correlate to the amount that they spend. I pushed it. The distance okay? Went the other way. What the heck, Colby? Come on. Hey, House of Moog. Need way better multiplayer? The question for that is gonna have to be, what does that look like for the average player? Because I know for me, improved multiplayer is having more difficulty, right? That's what it looks like for me, but I don't think that that's inherently true for the entire player base. Really botched that middle section trying to get the middle one. I know I'm in the 1%. I absolutely know I'm in the 1%. I'm in the upper echelon of competitive golfing. I know that I'm not who they're trying to sell to. And quite frankly, I think a lot of people who think that they're trying to be sold to are not the target audience. I think there's a sentiment, at least that I've seen within TGC, that golfers are the target audience, and I don't really think that that's the case. If I'm being completely honest, I think that casual players who enjoy golf are the target, but the, like, diehard golfers, I hate to break it to you, you're probably not getting that very specific club that you want. Bring back ranked lobby? Well, you say back. The thing is, that's not something that was in 2K or TGC before, right? Man, I am, like, just off of these triangles from old Tiger Woods games. Right, but that's kind of the hard thing here, Whacker Guy. Like, this isn't an EA product, so expecting them to bring back stuff from a different game franchise, you know, even if they do it, I wouldn't be surprised at a bit of, well, this isn't what I used to play. It's not the same. I mean, who knows though, right? Like, they could, and you would hope that they're gonna iterate stuff. Obviously, with every iteration, they keep creating a new baseline. Yeah, a baseline of expectation for what's in their offering, what's in their multiplayer. Come on. Okay. This is the best setup that we've had thus far. Could be 100 leaderboards. I mean, with societies there already are, right? But again, is the average player looking to grind 100 leaderboards, right? Like, there is something about having too much. There we go. Buying EA, we really might be getting an EA Live based game. I mean, that is possible. That is possible. I just feel like they would have to really break from the EA formula because they would have a smaller pool of players, but I suppose that is on the table, right? Like, keep it within their own. Wait, so this Holiday on the Green unlocks in 44 days. I'm confused. Hold on. I need to take a look at this. Right, but I think that's the other. So this is the thing, I guess, maybe the way to twist it. Yes, you could have something for everybody, but there's also the worry about dispersion of player base. Right, so if you look at a game and the active number of players, if there are too many things to do, the player base gets diluted, and then you run into the issue of like having a tough time with matchmaking and stuff. If everything, like, if there are just too many options, right? So like there's a balance between number of players and number of options, because if you have it too spread, you're gonna have issues with matchups and queue times and everything, which is something that you see in, you know, even shooters, obviously, you know, to a different degree, because those tend to have way more players. But I'm just thinking back to like when I would play Halo and you would see like the different playlists and how many players there were. You know, there definitely are modes that just end up being more popular. I don't want to win a Divot Derby. It's not. Did that thing that we just did count for the holiday stuff? Is this just gonna be buried in here somewhere? That is the holidays on the green mat. Okay, that was weird. More ranked modes and difficulties, not just solos and duos. What does more ranked modes, not duos, look like? Is that just like a weekly leaderboard where you play on a difficulty like a 4-man best ball and they get posted and people can tie? Stuff like that. Almost treat it like some sort of ranked tours, but oh, this is a timed thing. I don't want to do this right now. Alright, we got the thing done. I think that was enough hits. It wasn't any putting or anything, but yeah, I think that'll count for our warm-up. We'll just have a shorter warm-up tonight. Not just match play. Well, I guess what are the popular head-to-head modes, right? I mean, you've got, I know you could do Stableford, but that's, I don't think, like, you also have to balance like well-known stuff. Hey, what's going on, Matt? Let's take a look at what they have right now. So you got stroke play, so I get, yeah, you could rank stroke play, but again, I think that ranked match play is a hair faster, right? Especially for poor players. Like when you're going to the average player pool and you start bringing in stroke play, then matches can take even longer. Same with like anything where you have to pull out the full thing. I feel like a scramble, not a 4-ball, because a 4-ball would take too long. But maybe like scramble leaderboards. But that might not be interesting because everybody just shoots super low. I don't know. I get where you're coming from. I just don't know implementation-wise how it works out. Stroke play on EA was up to 16 play, right? But that's not ranked. But that is a way, like, it's an extra multiplayer option for friends, which I'm not saying is a bad idea, but that's not a ranked thing, which is I thought we were talking about. But yeah. Ranked, you just went in, create a lobby with what you wanted to play. Got matched with others. Yeah, I don't have experience with it, so I can't like compare to what that was and really have a good feel for it. Like, I understand the concept, but I don't know in actuality like how well that actually matches up, because if you have a ton of those lobbies, my question is, how do some of those get found? Right? You're at the mercy of somebody who just like happens to be looking to play the same difficulty as you. Right, and I'm gonna take that a step back from like, if I didn't stream and make content, how would that look? Right, like, would people still find my stuff, or would I just be like annoyed spending my night waiting for somebody to join my lobby because I want to play on a harder difficulty? All right, we'll resume this convo. Give me like 2 minutes here. We'll roll a quick break. I'll get some water, and then we'll dive in. A little bit of an abbreviated warm up because technology issues happening tonight. So I'll see you guys in 2, and we'll see if these hotkeys work or if still waiting on that. No, hotkeys do not work. BRB. Okay. I don't know why I muted the other one. I think I just need to mute my mic. Anywho, the music's back. It's fine. Whatever. My brain is not working with the. I've become too reliant on my hotkeys. All right, high winds, very firms, and default fast. Very firms. Jeez. Is gonna play tough. Yeah, this goes. Long dry overlays on holes, closest to hole, etc. Could have to wait, but the option would be there. Right, but there's, I don't know. It's that balance of the option existence and player experience, right? Having to wait. 41, 13. That's like 20, that's long. This is so short though. I'm gonna take a little bit off of it. And double crossed. Nice. Good first swing coming back. Love that for me. Very firm and it's quick. This is not a fun spot to be. I think the smart play is to just try and super flop it out of here. Whoa. Well off the mark. Alright, we're gonna open here with a hot bogey. Unless we can pull something off. Got a Bark Vader clear with Athena or Stupid Aegis. That was fun. Aegis is, I like it as like a safety net thing. I haven't gotten Athena yet to actually mess with it as a main option. Been I don't think I've bonked since last Monday. When I wasn't feeling the golf. Too much break in it. All right. Well, we didn't hit points. You know, I sat back down and we missed, so. Sock 74 sin the other day. When I think of the average golfer, right? When I think of like the casual golfer, I don't think they're looking for 50 million things to play. I'm not saying that they shouldn't add more options, but I do think that there can be too much. That's the opinion that I hold. Doesn't mean it's the correct opinion, but that's where I stand. Man, I don't know why I'm getting so left and like why that's the double cross that I'm getting. It's not the swing that I had earlier. Let's see here. So these are quicker greens. Always walking it. Gotta love the True Sim quads from downtown. Center cup it. That always feels good. Alright. Get the bogey back. This is a little tighter. Now I'm the other way. Okay, apparently however I'm sitting or holding or whatever is just very off the mark. I thought about choking that shot, but I wasn't certain. Why is the flag is saying that's going right to left? I guess. Very firm and kind of quick. Didn't really do the right to left thing at the end. Oh no, that was weird. I didn't really trust the way that said. Yeah, I mean, I'll be curious to see what they do. Right, like I'll absolutely be curious to see what they do for the next title. But I just don't have my expectations very high for like a crazy Crazy series of changes. I duck hooked it. It's not even that closed, man. I'm not gonna get any relief from this. I'm dead. Oh, nice. What a flop. The pitching wedge long flop from behind the grandstand. Alright, gives us 11 foot for birdie. So that's something. This looks anything but flat, but I'd be remiss if I said I could read this. What up, Demand? How are you doing, dude? Must have been labbing that out. Yeah, you know me, spending so much time off stream grinding this game. It's like, I think it's breaking right to left the whole way. But like this middle view looks the opposite. Like that looks like it's breaking left to right. But I also think that's because when you get too far, like it lowers the camera because of that slope there. See? I told you it looked right to left. Told you it looked right to left. But the so the deceptive thing there, in case anybody's like trying to figure out like why that didn't break left to right, it dips hard into the trap. And so, yeah, if you're looking at 11 feet and it takes you like 11 foot sideways, and that puts you into the lower lie, right? The camera like drops because of the ground beneath it. It's not flat across, and so it like skews the lie there. Makes it look uphill when it's not actually. If anyone sees your head, please pick it up for you. Noted. Keep a lookout for you, good sir. Honestly, the pull is okay. Except for the part where the pull makes the wind play less, but it's alright. I don't know why, but my input is definitely all of a sudden not consistent, even though I felt our warm-up was all approach shots, so... That's firm. I don't know, that was a weird one. It like looked kind of flat, but it also kind of looked like it was telling me break on both ends. It's also tough because like it's faster greens, so you know, if any part of your read is off, it's just punished pretty severely. Okay. I think I just need to be Okay. So these are not only very firm, but they're also cut real thin, rolling quite a bit. So now that's kind of buried in there. Can't quite seem to control my thumbs. I'm concerned about that. I need to be more left feeling on my backswing, and then I'm not following through on the rest of my swing. That's a little bit below. Flat there, braking left to right. Quads were good for us last time. This time, though, I could only see the break at the end. I couldn't really tell anything else. True sim numbers way down. Guess it's expected to some extent, but fewer than 50 players last week. I mean, I just think player count is down across the board, and there's really nothing that's, like, growing true sim. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like true sim is largely the same players all the time. Every once in a while you get some people, like I think Bot's been playing it, and then, you know, because of that, like Bubs and Stives and some of those guys are playing, but I don't have the power approach yet. I don't play the game enough. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The game's been out for, what, it came out end of February, so the game's been out for 8 months. Game's been out for 8 months already, and, you know, it's a harder game mode. You know, generally doesn't get the same attention in TGC as the main stuff does. It takes more time. Yeah, but we're just in the off season of the game in general, right? Like, we just rolled into season 2, but it's largely because people just don't play video game golf come this time of year. People want to shoot 20 under every round, only golf purists play true sim. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm a purist. I'm a true sim enjoyer. I don't know. Wouldn't call myself a purist personally. Just heard me talk about supporting more cosmetics and stuff. I don't think that classifies. I say, golf purists think that TGC's version of true sim is sacrilegious. That's almost it. Yeah, what up, Rev? My day was good. How about yours? We're having an interesting go of it here in Truism. The swing has been a little bit shaky, and it's a tough course, so two of those don't really make for an easy time. Just an easier version? I mean, it depends on who you ask. But I think True Sim is good enough. I just think that there's... I don't know. When you get into the discussion of golf purism and all that, I think that opinions definitely start to vary. Want Penn State to hire Wallace? I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know enough about like the coaching market, and you know, you see teams swing and miss and stuff. I really don't know who I would want to bring in, because I don't know. You think about even at the coordinator level, right? You think about like, oh, bring in James Knowles, like, right? Jim Knowles, right? Bring in him. You know, look what he did with Ohio State's defense, and then you watch them give up 50-yard touchdown or 50-yard pass after 50-yard pass, and it's like, okay, is it a personnel thing? Is it a coaching thing? Like, you know, is it both? You know, where's the real? And I don't know enough about coaches or the coaching market or anything to really make a truly educated claim on who I would want. Okay, that's a hair open. If it doesn't flare into that pot bunker, we might be okay, but it's probably going straight in there. Oh. Dang it. That was what I was afraid of. But if I took regular driver, I don't think it gets down there. I mean, that's good to see that that is exactly how it's behaving. But you stop in and say hello. Well, always good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good one. I'll catch you later. I just didn't want to mess with the, I don't know, I thought I could get it down there. I didn't want to mess with the chip because it's downhill. And we know how it is on these downhill faster greens. It looks flattish on both ends, but there's also something telling me that it breaks. Oh my goodness. I was right. I saw left to right break the whole way. Sometimes you gotta just go with what you think. As long as Pagula approves of the hire, we need his money. Yeah, we were kind of talking about like Penn State having, you know, having money. And I definitely think they do. That's gonna bleed all the way through. Gosh darn it, man. I can't with this course. I just can't seem to piece stuff together. I was wondering how much money, like, behind the scenes does Pagula give? Because obviously his name's on hockey, you know, and he's Bill Sabres. I'm not sure how much of his how much he gives to the athletics program as a whole, how much he gives to football. Apparently, I just have like such little want to play right now. Where is my swing tonight? Swing is just off. Swing's just off. But like, you know, kind of what we're talking about with just the time of year and stuff. And I think it also just has to do with me playing other games, but you know, I can feel my desire to play virtual golf dwindling a bit, you know? Just wanting to do other things. I underswung that by 3%, so nasty pin down win with very firms. Like, I feel like I'm just kind of trudging along. Like, I'm not like, oh man, I'm so fired up to compete. I'm just kind of playing it. Scooby, what up, man? We just started God of War last week. Playing through the 2018 God of War. Playing it for the first time. It's my first God of War just in general. Fired it up on Gimme God of War difficulty. We've been playing that. We played a little Mega Bonk recently. Played that a few times. That's a very fun game as well. Played Star Wars Jedi Survivor recently. Yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun to play some of these other games. Even with the D-loft? Come on, man. 6 freaking inches up the hill. That's annoying. Nice right to left. Oh, it's only at the very, very end. Good enough to make money on this game? There aren't cash tournaments, no. The danger when you bring in money to competition is cheating, right? Like, there's more incentive for people to try and game the system and get an upper hand. And while I'm good at the game, I'm in this weird tier where, you know, I would probably be playing against people who are still better than me, even though I'm close to the top. The people above me would just take my money. And, like, I'm not out here trying to front. Front money. Yeah, so we compete for the sake of competition and trying to improve. I do feel like I'm kind of in a little bit of a rut where I'm not really, like, passionate to play as much, which is, like, maybe just as I'm, like, talking and thinking things out loud is a realization I'm coming to more in the moment. That I'm really not, like, super passionate about playing, but I also feel like I can't just stop outright because it's our main content. No, so there are no sponsored esports things. 2K has not done anything with that for PGA. I know they do it for NBA, which is like their biggest thing. They have not done anything of the sort for PGA, and I don't realistically think they ever will, if I'm being completely honest. And I believe if you want to host something of your own, you pretty much would have to pay them licensing rights to do so, and in which case, good luck recouping. Realistically, though, for something like this, I think the only way that you could do stuff is if you had a super moderated system in place, right, where like the users were known and everything was like real-time API checked, and I don't know exactly how they would handle validating all of that, or you'd have to do it in person on their hardware. And obviously in-person tournaments, like, there's so much logistics and costs that I don't think there's a market for it, like where they would actually be profitable. Yeah, what up, Pseudo? How are we, sir? That looks flat. That looks like slightly above my feet. Yeah, see it snapped into the middle? Tough course. I mean, like, we haven't hit good shots that much, but course is definitely difficult. Just wondering why the Bears are winning? You're not used to it? Yeah, it's a weird feeling, huh? What's going on with the Monday night game? Tell me the Cowboys are losing. That'd make me very happy. I feel like driving this down into a pop bunker is not the worst thing. I just hope I can get through the rough. I left it open. Yeah. Well. This ain't gonna be pretty. 17-7 for Arizona. Get in there, SJ. That's what I like to hear. Also, Spencer, welcome back for 8 months. I hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that was pretty much what I signed myself up for. Doesn't help that it rolls away there either. Definitely breaks away right to left at the end. The question is, what does it do in the beginning? It did dip a little bit to the left, but not enough. I'm doing all right, Spencer. Had some technical difficulties today, which seems to be that other people are having it. It's not just me. It's not just me. So, yeah. Waiting for a fix on that. But, yeah, I started to stream a little bit late, and then we're not playing particularly great tonight, but I'm also not feeling super impassioned of late. So, is impassioned even a word? Am I making things up? If it's not a word, I feel like contextually it worked there, so. Man, stuff really rolls back here. Seems like dang near impossible to just get something to sit. Vertical on Switch? No, so I tried it. Spencer, but it requires way more resources than my vertical streams on YouTube do. Like, just way more resources, so I tested it. Like, I signed up for the beta, I tried it, did not have the results that I wanted with it, and so we have abandoned it. Come on, give me the hopping in. Oh, close. So close. Yo, what's going on, Data? How have you been, sir? Ears, welcome back. All right, not a great first round. Not a great first round. We played pretty crappy. But we'll see how other people have played here. Meh. Bubs in Siberian popped off, but everybody else seems to be struggling, so it's not, all things considered, considering we had a 29-foot proximity, missed 2 mediums, yeah. Really, really bad round, and we opened with the bogey. I'll take it. Yeah, we're gonna play all 4 today. So, as it stands right now, Spencer, when we play a tournament, we'll play all 4 rounds, unless we miss the cut in like plat. Been a while since you've been on, but you're back in swinging. Shot 1 under in round 1 of True Sim. Hey, this is a tough week. This is a tough week. I'd say 1 under there is not as bad as it sounds. Very firms and faster greens. Not easy out there. Not easy at all. A lot of pars, yeah, for sure. For sure. 1 bogey, 2 birds. Yeah, it's just try and get yourself opportunities. Try and get yourself opportunities, which is not necessarily the easiest thing when the conditions are playing like that. Okay, so I don't think that the plugins let me just trying to take a look in this Discord in which they're, you know, for the people. I'm trying to react with which plugins. Yeah, they're just not having a good time over there. I think they're trying to resolve stuff, and it's still how's the baby going? Baby's going so well. We're doing it again, Data. It's going so well. We're doing it again. Hey, thanks, man. You did it 4 times? I think my wife would want to. I think we're gonna stop at 3. I think we're gonna stop at 3. At least that's the goal. Obviously, you know, plans can change and things can happen, but as it stands, 3. What's going on, Austin? Thank you. Yeah, it's just bugging out. Saying device not supported. Hey, good evening, Busey. Yeah, so it's been going well. My wife's a few months along at this point. Yeah, we're doing March. So, you know, we'll see what happens to the stream come March. You know, obviously I would like to keep streaming, but yeah, you never know how these things are gonna change stuff. So we'll be on paternity leave from work and from stream for a bit, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. Unfortunately, this isn't gonna show on the vertical stream, so if anybody's watching over there, sorry, not gonna work. But let me do this. I need some help. So we're doing our basement. I want shapes. Give me this. All right, so we're doing our basement, which means that we're putting my office in the basement. I'm moving from the downstairs because right now I am adjacent to my son's room, or almost adjacent, like diagonal here. In my son's room, we're gonna have the nursery. Nursery right now is a guest bedroom. That means this is gonna become a guest bedroom. My office is going to the basement. Now, what I need to determine is where in the office to put my room. So, like, to put my setup. So we're gonna have, this is gonna be the door, right? And so door is gonna, I don't want the line. Give me like free right. So like, door is obviously gonna swing this way. Right, so if I'm coming in here, do I put my setup... we're gonna use shapes. Do I put my setup here? Right, like does desk go center? And then you get, you know, this is my box light. Do another one here. Right, is this where we're going? And then green screen goes kind of in the middle of the room. Drawing with lines is, yeah, do you go like this? Or do I take a lot of the, do I rotate it over to this side? Hey, what's going on, Chris? I'm doing well. How about yourself? Any light coming in? No. So this is a completely darkened room. What we will have, and I don't know exactly the best way to draw this. So I'll do it with like, I'll do it with purple. I don't know. So this part of the room it has the like HVAC, the HVAC running over it. So this is going to be a little bit more dropped And so over here, I will have a ceiling fan. So this will be, like, the ceiling fan will be over here. That's my rough ceiling fan. Ceiling fan will be over here. It has a potential for a light source, but in my current setup, I run just the 2 box lights, and I have a desk lamp. So it's really about orientation in the room. I don't know if it makes more sense to put the desk over here and have the green screen in the middle of the room here, and you walk into the room this way, or if you put it on this side. I will have a coax hookup that comes in from over here, but like I can obviously route that here, or I can have it routed over. It doesn't matter. Come back when I'm playing? I mean, we're just in between rounds, Chris. We're just in between rounds. We'll be playing very shortly. Put it on the opposite wall from the fan, so you would put it over here, BC? Because this is where I was thinking. This is the wall that I was thinking. My wife was thinking this wall, but I think that I would have the coax run over into here. And then I could just have the, you know, the router on my desk or like next to it and have everything plugged in. Because the rest of the basement wraps around like here. Right? This is all living space. I'm just kind of down in this corner of the basement. My wife thought it would go here, but I was like, that doesn't... See if someone comes in? Well, not really, because I'd be facing this wall, right? And the door is over here. But I feel like I want the most space for my lights. Right, because my lights are gonna shine here. I feel like I wouldn't want to put the desk here, because then the other option would be that I could put it, yeah, I could put my stuff here. I might have to measure it out and see exactly like how wide this stuff is. I was just trying to think if I could leave stuff out of the way of the door, right? Because right now, my door opens, like my light is like here. My light is literally like right next to the door in this room, so I have to like open the door all the way to avoid hitting it, and I have to like walk all the way around it. So this is the side that I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards putting it over on this wall. Because I feel like that makes the most sense. Like, this is all dropped, but this has the HVAC, so it's dropped a few more inches. But I don't need vertical clearance here. And in an ideal world, I might even have my desk off the wall a little bit more, so that I can have, you know, the light sources set back. Basically, the lighting would sit a little bit behind. Because right now, my lighting comes... I can touch my lights. You know, put your arms out in front of you. Just go out on like a 45 degree. I don't think you could... I think I have to talk so you can hear the scratching in the background. Because my pop filter nullifies it. Alright, good talk. Good talk. I'll sit with it, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking for my room layout. All right, golf. We'll play more golf. So give me like 2.5 minutes, and then we'll fire up round 2 here. Appreciate y'all hanging out, and I'll see you guys in just a couple minutes. Pads. All right, we back. Let's see what they got for us in round 2. Medium, extremely firm, very firm. Okay, so it's just one of those weeks. It is just one of those weeks. They're gonna not do very firm, very fast, but they are gonna give us some still pretty quick greens and some heavy firmnesses. So I have to remind ourselves that this is a links course. Rollouts are gonna be quite strong. Very firm and pretty quick. 6-iron, 15 yards might be a little bit, like, it's gonna be close. Okay. We actually hit our points. Start the round, which is nice. That's a mean kick, but distance is decent. That's saying right to left break. I don't love how straight things feel. That, like, just ever so slightly above my feet. Doesn't really look like it from this angle. I knew I should have just gone straight. Hate that. I hate that, man. I mean, if we can get some better looking drives and approaches here, maybe we can make something happen. I mean, really, all things considered on that last round, it is not the worst. Tough part with this is we've got a little bit of wind in, but you need it to still land. Still needed to land a little short, which this technically did, but on very firms it's not short enough. Tight window. Tight window. Okay. Gotta go with what I see and what I feel like I trust. Okay. Overread it. I'm okay with the close there because it's into the wind. Just gotta get something going. Okay. Not entirely certain what's going on with that. Opposite miss. What's even going on at my feet here? Looking at the guy's back is not going to tell me anything. Now, the overswing's not great. Come on, let's get something. 77, it's too sideways. You have to play. You gotta play back for something. I'm changing it up. I'm going choked hybrid at the last second because of how much rollout there was. Last time was just not good. I lofted and accidentally hit a 96%. Turns out that worked out all right, but I gotta check what it's trying to default me to. Gotta check what that's trying to default me to. Alright. Let's try and turn that into a little bit of momentum. I really want 101. Okay, that at least landed on the green. That's fairway. Fairways are extremely firm. That is extremely gone, if that's where that connects. Here at least we can feel like we have a chance. Oh, it went the other way. I'm having a really tough time with these greens. Like a really tough time with these greens. I feel like you have to cut the corner. But I don't know. I don't want a 200-yard approach. But is that really just mounds on that left-hand side? Can I overpower this course? Like take it just so far up the left-hand side? Well, yes and no. I mean, I double-crossed it into Narnia. Trying to just go deep over the barrier. This is actually, like, not the worst lie. But as far as places to land it, I've got nothing. Oh, come on. That's so close to being so good. Ah. 1% more power. 1% more power, and I think we have it. And my swing is just not as consistent tonight as it normally is. I feel like we don't miss that many inputs in the grand scheme of things, but tonight that is certainly not quite the case. Oh no. Extremely firm. I didn't have another shot to get it onto the green there. Putting up a huge slope. Too much power? How much too much? A lot too much. Got it. It's almost enough to go in. Ugh. Just out here existing. The fact that I can play a bunch of D-Loft and still D-Green like that is, like, super fun. Nice. I don't know. I think it's hitting me more and more that I just don't feel like I don't know. I don't have the passion for it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's 5 years of this catching up to me, or if it's just playing other things and having a ton of fun and kind of re-finding my passion for non-golfing games. I'm like not here. Because I know that there's probably some argument, that could be made about, see, game's dead, but I don't think it's really anything to do with this game or its mechanics. I think it's the fact that I'm realizing about myself. I think I hit a point every so many years where I burn myself out on one thing. I played Souls for thousands of hours. And then I pretty much abandoned that entirely. What's going on, Let Go Heat? This course is Royal Lytham St Annes. It's a LiDAR recreation. I'm assuming either Scottish or English. Here, I'll pull it up so it's a little bit easier to read at the top. Actually, where is this course? Royal Lytham St Annes. It is England. It's north of Liverpool, northwest of Manchester. Game's dead? It's just, I don't think it's fair to completely just say game. I mean, yes, game's dead, but I don't think the comparisons are completely fair considering I feel like I need to choke this down so that it lands super short and runs up. Golf games die this time of year every year. It's not just a 2K25 issue. I have a hard time understanding how that one comes out so short. On a flat lie? Really? Yeah, so there are designers that I don't know exactly what the tooling is that they use. But there are designers that use tools to import LiDAR data and then load that in on PC and refine it. So it can lead to some kind of funky things on the courses with breaks and stuff because you have that LiDAR data, unless they like really re-sculpt the greens. But yeah, it's pretty cool because it gives you a lot of real courses. Pretty neat to be able to play so many real courses and have good versions of them. I really am just whacking it around, huh? Feel a whole lot better for sure, but you're tired of all the complaining from people. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly, and like, the reality that we live in is that our community, right, when I say our, the TGC community, I'll make it sound like my stream community is a large thing. The TGC community is such a subsect, and is like, comprised of not the most, but mostly hardcore gamers, right? Or like hardcore enjoyers of the game by like a general definition. You know, we are not the casual gamer. We're not the target demographic. We play on more difficult stuff. Like, yes, they sell these games to us, but we're not the target. We're not the target audience. Lots of people playing ranked. It's TGC this time, right? Yeah, it's the more hardcore fan of it, and you know, the thing is, yes, there are a ton of people coming into TGC. I closed it. There are a lot of people coming into TGC, but at the same time, like, a lot of the people that played TGC have been playing for years. I find it very hard to believe that large of a number of players can play for as many thousands of hours and not be burned out on it, or get burned out to a certain extent. Trying to think, we put 1,400 into 21, 900, so it's 2,300 hours, and I'm now 419 of this one. Like 2,700 hours over the past 5 years. It's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. And we've played some other stuff during that time, but not all that much in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, it wasn't the worst. But I know like that my hours aren't even that much compared to the people that play, you know, at the highest level and play the most. You know I play very, very little by comparison. Poor transition. Just trying to overpower it, but so what, lob is supposed to be better? Pitching wedge lob, though. Whatever, we'll try it. YOLO. Too clean. It's in the bunker. Yeah, I have no passion right now. I'm just swinging. What a drop. They do give you, yeah, they do have a little bit of like free relief in certain situations. Not a ton, but they do give you a little bit. They almost gave me the extremely firm bounce and roll all the way up. Alright. Let's just hole out and go home. Ah. Too short, too far right, even if it spins left. Wow, it double breaks? How exciting. Slam it home. Don't give it a chance to break. That could completely backfire, but don't have our best stuff. Yeah, but I also just, I mean, that's, I guess, part of it. Like, you know, not playing well, but I just, like, admittedly, I also haven't really been watching people play golf. You know, I've been watching other stuff. I'm not like, oh man, what are my TGC, like, for the past while, like, I play and I like barely look at the leaderboards. You know, I like double check, make sure that I'm, you know, making the cut or whatever. But it's like I play and then I go and I don't think about golf, and then it's like, oh, I guess I'm playing golf tonight. So I don't know if that just means like I should take a breather from it entirely. You know, it's a hard thing to, I don't want to say wrap my mind around, but to commit to, because I know that golf is content-wise, right, my strongest thing, right? It's the thing that the most people watch. It's the thing that people enjoy the most, at least from what the metrics would tell me. But it's the thing right now that I'm just here. I look forward to talking to you guys over on this monitor way more than this, but I feel too brain dead about this. Like, it's not so much like oh, I'm just passively playing it, and like, it's like I'm in a competitive thing and don't care how I do. Right, like, yes, I don't have my best stuff, but I'm also just kind of breezing along. Better proximity, even worse Gur. I didn't make a single long putt. Just plugging along. Like, I'm just here. I'm just here. And I think that that's a really, I guess, toxic place to be. I think when you start to play not great, you're just being told you have better things you should be doing. Right? Like, I could be spending my time doing something else. Yeah, I'm having if you can't tell, there are mental gymnastics that are happening right now. Mental gymnastics happening right now of like, what should I be? Oh no, because I don't want to do this because it's a timed thing. It's like my least favorite. All this for a pair of socks. And a power fitting. And a Borderlands player card. Yeah, maybe we take a couple weeks off from golf. Give it like a breather. Because even during the TGC offseason, we didn't give it a break from golf. We played Rev stuff. Going on, Adam. Yeah, I think it's the hard mental side of streaming, right? Like, taking a break from your main content is like death. Right? Like, but obviously that has to be balanced. Like, I've been enjoying playing other games and having variety. I think maybe we play a few nights of God of War this week. Next Monday, I think, is gonna be no stream because I'm gonna watch the Eagles game. Maybe we just do 2-3 stream, do like 6 straight streams of God of War and then see where we get with that. And then maybe we come back. I think it's tough because I have like the way the schedule is structured right now, and it's kind of hard with TGC because TGC forces me to have 2 of the golf streams done by Wednesday. Takes Thursday away from it. I don't know. Right now I have it like Monday, Wednesday is golf and Tuesday, Thursday is God of War. I don't know if I should be doing it like Monday, Tuesday, one game, Wednesday, Thursday, another. Don't do this to myself. Streaming is not my profession. Do it for fun, so have fun with it. No, you're absolutely right, Spencer. You're absolutely right. I think it's just The mental gymnastics of it are tough because I've streamed for so long, and this goes back to conversations that we've had before where metrics of success and like being a competitive minded person, I always want to be doing better and doing better in content creation is metrics driven, right? I don't know if that's enough quotation mark, but you know what I mean. Like that's your straightforward benchmark, but I do think that the fun factor needs to play a bigger role in it, and it's okay for me to not just be a golf guy. I can play other things, come back to golf when I feel like it. So yeah, we're playing God of War right now, just in case anybody hasn't been watching. Episodes 1 and 2 are on YouTube. Get caught up for the upcoming streams, because we're going to be playing a lot of God of War and you're going to fall behind. Alright, so there's a playlist on YouTube. We're only 2 streams deep of it. I think we're going to be playing a bunch of God of War in the next couple weeks here, and then we'll take it from there. Take it from there. Maybe having a little bit of a break where we just don't touch golf. But yeah, it's been one of those things, like, there was a point in time where I was so into, and this wasn't with 2K25, I put in the time in like 21 and 23, where it's like off stream I'd be practicing in some capacity, right? Like maybe mapping out some distances, trying to figure out clubs and winds, and like really trying to understand the game physics and stuff, which is stuff that now is kind of second nature. I'm able to take it with me, but these days it's like show up to stream for golf, play golf, forget about golf. Like I'm not like, oh yeah, let's fire it up, you know. Yeah, we're at the 419 hours. Like I probably should play long enough to get to 420, but you know, that's a loss that I'm willing to live with. Got 8 hours and God of War. This has been a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun. Playing on the hardest difficulty too. Golf's the only game you play? What, so like outside of golf, like throw content creation out the window. Outside of golf, golf is the only game you play. You don't play other things? God of War has been a lot of fun. I'm not sure. I want to play Lies of P. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima. I want to play Hollow Knight Silksong. As you can tell, my enjoyment of games is not. I'm not a sports guy. And I think as a content creator, if I was like a sports guy, that would be the thing. I love IRL sports. Sports games, though, golf has been the main one, but outside of that, haven't really had much desire to do anything else. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. So we'll switch things up. We'll go God of War the rest of the week, probably God of War all next week, and then we'll kind of play it by ear. You're into billiards? Like you play billiards video games, or you play like actual billiards? Because I had gotten a let me see if I can find it. I had gotten a thing for, I had gotten like a billiards game key. I don't know if you've heard of it. Let me find it. Let me dig into my emails. No, it's not that. Pure Pool 8K, or Pure Pool Pro. They were contacting me about making making content for it. Pure Pool Pro. I don't know anything about it though. I'm not a billiards guy. I mean, I've played in real life. And when I played some. There was a billiards game on the Wii, right? What was that? It wasn't Wii Sports, but there was like another like part like Wii game. What were the? There were a bunch of games on it, but what? Wii Play. That's what it was. I played billiards on Wii Play, and I would play billiards at my my like great aunt had a pool table. So when we would go for like big family, like extended family Christmas stuff, that would be like the only time I'd play. You played it. It's a pretty good game. Yeah, they were reaching out to me to do content for it, but it's just not my thing. So didn't give it a try. It was good to hear that it was good though. Like glad to hear that I wouldn't have necessarily wasted my time had I tried it out. Used to do trick shot videos and play snooker, etc. IRL. Okay, neat. Yeah, that's one of those apparatuses that just nobody in our family or friends had, and so, you know, there was never any time to actually get good at it. I think like a cousin, or what was it? It was like an in-laws, I don't know. Enough removed of family that like, that was the only other time that I had access to it. So very, very minimal. Very, very minimal access to pool. Alright. So yeah, that's I guess gonna do it. I guess that's gonna do it for today. We'll be back with God of War, so you know, maybe give it a try. I know that it's not golf, but support me in my quest to play other games. No, I mean if you enjoy other stuff, you know, I look forward to people stopping by and such with it. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys do too. Have a wonderful night. If you're watching over on YouTube, and leave a like on your way out if you for some reason enjoyed any of this. And we're gonna raid out on Twitch.